This conference will now be recorded.
Hello guys, good evening. So guys, this is not a live session, and here I'm recording this session because I have received one requirement from one of my student. So first of all, I'll show you what is the requirement. Requirement in the sense there is a query, and then I'll give some light on that query, and then I'll show you practically how it is going to happen. So first of all, let us check the requirement here, or so-called query here. So here, what he has written, you said chart of account creation is required when the similar type of GL accounts required for the company code. But in this case, I assume out of 100 GL, only 50 similar. When I map chart of account, it will copy all 100 GL. But I required only 50 GL. Is it possible? So now here the query is, before understanding that query, I'll just tell you what is happening, guys. If you talk about chart of account, then we know that chart of account is the list of GL account. Okay, say for example, we are having your company code, that is TM01. Let's suppose this is Tata Motor. Okay, for Tata Motor, what is happening? We required 500 GL. So instead of setting up this 500 GL directly against Tata Motor, what is happening in between that? A chart of account is coming into picture. Against chart of account, we are going to map this 500 GL. So let's suppose we have created a chart of account TCOA, Tata Motor chart of account. So this chart of account we have set up. Against this chart of account, 500 GL got set up. So what is the advantage, guys? Now, second time, if you go for rollout, like let's suppose TS01, this is for Tata Steel. Okay. So once we go for rollout, in the sense initially implementation is happening, and then after whichever the other company codes are there, for that if you're going to do the configurations, that will be treated as a rollout project. Everybody knows. If you don't know, then I have already covered this in the previous sessions during introduction session itself. Now, so here what is happening, once you go for rollout for Tata Steel, then Tata Steel says that they need 450 GL or 560 GLs, right? So now instead of setting off again 560 GLs once again, what we can do, we are going to use the same chart of account, because now we are going to use the same chart of account. So whichever 500 GLs we have created against Tata Motor, those 500 GLs can be used by Tata Steel also. And apart from this, if you need additional 60 GL, then we can create additional 60 GL. Okay, additional 60 GL can be set up. So for Tata Steel, how much? 560 GL will be there. Now, what is the query? What is the query? Likewise, even the same chart of account can be assigned to other company code, like Tata Hotel Group is there, or TCS is there, or whichever other company codes are there. So same chart of account can be assigned to other company code, and this similar same GL can be used by other company code also. Now we'll look at the requirement once again. Now, what is the requirement? What he's saying that you said chart of account creation is required when similar type of GL accounts are required for a new company code. In the sense, like let's suppose this 500 GLs we have already set up for Tata Motor. Now for Tata Steel also similar type of GLs are required. So instead of creating a new GL, why not to use the same chart of account? Against chart of account we have set up this GL, so the same GL can be used by Tata Steel also. Now he has quoted an example that, but in case, assume out of 100 GL, only 50 is similar. In the sense we have set up here 100 GL, right? Now, whatever the Tata Motor required, whatever requirement is there for Tata Motor, out of this 100, Tata Motor can use only 50 GL. Tata Motor, out of this 100 GL, Tata Motor required only 50 GL. Okay? It means out of this 100 GL, Tata Steel can use only 50 GL. This is the questions. But in case assume that out of 100 GL, only 50 similar. When I map chart of account, it will copy all 100 GL, right? But I required only 50 GL. It means he's saying that Tata Motor is having 100. Okay. So whatever the Tata Steel requirement is there, let's suppose Tata Steel required 150 GL. But out of this 150 GL, only 50 GL has been, only 50 GL, they found that in this list, only 50 GLs are there. It means they have to set up 100 GL extra. So now what he is saying that, but in case assume that out of 100 GL only 50 is similar. When I map chart of account, it will copy all 100 GL. When we are going to map this TCOA, it means what he says for Tata Steel also all this 100 GLs are going to copy, but I need to use only 50. Out of 100 I need only 50. So how it is going to happen, right? I'll tell you guys how it is going to happen. Okay, so for that I think okay, let me log in then. Let me log in and let me see here. Okay, now use transaction code OBY6. This is global setting, global data. TM02 I have already set up. I'm having a company code TM02. Double click on that. Now what I found here, I'm having chart of account TCOA, fiscal year variant V3. Then here field status variant 1000 and TPPV. This is the details. Okay, so now what is happening, guys? Tata Motor is already set up. Now we'll do one thing. We'll go for rollout, small rollout. Okay, small rollout. We'll go for a small rollout right now, and then I will cover this scenario here practically, and you see how it is going to happen. Because out of 100 GLs, even if you look at this Tata Motor, there are several GLs. There are several GLs. For Tata Motor, we are having several GLs. How many GLs will be there? Say, for example, go for FS00 and check. Let me change the company code here, TM02. And here, several GLs are there, right? Several GLs will be there. Look at here. So what is happening, guys? These all GLs we have created, and even this whatever the test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4, test 5 is there. This is actually I have covered a topic called LSMW, and there I have covered this how we are going to do the data migrations and all. That is why this test GL we have uploaded. So anyway, so these all GLs are there. Out of these many GLs, now let's suppose what he says that he need only half. Okay, but if we go for rollout, then what is happening? I says that better to use the same chart of account. Okay, for we are having TM02. This is Tata Motor. We are going to create one more company code TS02 for Tata Steel, and we'll use the same chart of account. And let's see whether all the GL accounts are getting copied automatically or not. If it is getting copied automatically, then what will happen, guys? Then even there are certain GL which is not going to be useful and which is not going to use for Tata Steel, that is also going to be copied, right? So what will happen? How to avoid such GLs and all? So now use just /nox02 will do all the configurations quickly. Just ts02 and here steel and give any details, just save it. So here I'll fill out the mandatory details, press enter. Okay, so we have created a company code. Now what next? Go to OBY6, and here itself we are going to complete all the assignment in one single step. Click on position TS02. Double click on TS02, your chart of account TCOA, fiscal year variant V3, field status variant 1000, posting period variant TPPV, and save it. So what is done, guys? The same thing we are using for Tata Steel also, because rollout is going to happen. Now apart from this, /NOBA, okay, this one we have done. Now we'll do one thing, /NOBA OBD4. So in OBD4, what is happening, guys? Click on position and give your chart of account TCOA. So whatever account groups are there, that is going to be set up against chart of account. It has nothing to do with the company code. It has nothing to do with company code. Now we'll do one thing. Go to /NFS00 and change. Click on change and give TS02. And just look what is happening, specify an existing value. So we have assigned the same chart of account. We have assigned the same chart of account, guys. But what is happening? All the GLs are not appearing still. Okay. So what is happening? Then we have to do one more thing. Now, what are we going to do? Okay. So we'll do one thing. Let me give here TM02. So here is the GL account. Now, open one more screen.
This conference will now be recorded.
So now here what is happening, guys? Even though we are using the same chart of account means TCOA is being used against TM02. Now I'll just do one thing. Instead of TM01, I'm going to make it TM02, and here also TS02. Okay. Now, so same chart of account is going to be used. Okay. Let's suppose 100 GLs are there against this chart of account and against this company code, against this combination. But once you use the FS00 here, and if you change the company code for TS02, just TS02, what is happening? System is saying that specify an existing value. Okay, it means there is no GL found here against TS02. So what does it mean? It means, okay, sorry, I'll have to use FS00. Okay, now, so what is happening here? So just let me check, make it TM02. So now what is happening here? It means, first of all, once you assign the same chart of account against different company codes also, it doesn't mean that immediately all the 100 GLs or 200 GLs are going to be copied. Whichever GLs are there, guys, those GLs are going to be set up at two levels. First is called chart of account level, and second one is called company code level. Okay, company code level. The GLs are going to be set up at which level? Two level, chart of account level and company code level. Whichever these GLs are there, all the GLs are going to be set up at chart of account level and company code level. I'll tell you guys, this types and descriptions, this field is set up at chart of account level, and this control data and create bank interest is going to be set up at company code level. Okay, now so here whichever these GLs we have created, so those GLs, this 4000, this 4000, 4001, 4002, this is also set up at chart of account level, and these GLs are set up at company code level also. FS00 means what? FS00 we are going to use because this is called create GL centrally. Centrally means we are having the combination of chart of account and company code both. If you have to set up a GL, I'll just show you guys the same GL. Whenever you are going to use this FS00, simultaneously the GL is going to be set up at chart of account level also and company code level also. Just open one more screen and let me open this screen and different screen. I'll show you guys. So use transaction code FSP0. FSP0 is the transaction code, and here look at here, just give your chart of account. My chart of account is TCOA, so press enter. Now look at here, all the GLs are there at chart of account level. So types and descriptions is appearing. Remain this keyword and informations, no use of these things, like whichever who has created this GLs and all, and what time it is created, those details are going to appear here in informations tab and all. So major is 3 tabs. What are the major tabs? Types and descriptions, control data, create bank interest. These 3 tabs are getting updated even in real time also. So what I said, the first tab is set up at chart of account level, and the second and third tabs are going to be set up at company code level. So whichever the GL we have set up, whichever these GLs 4000, 4001 or 4002 or whatever the remaining GLs are there, so it is going to be by FS00 you can set up this GL at chart of account level and company code level also. So what is happening? This GL got set up at chart of account level, and if you talk about company code level, then for TM02 only it is set up. Now just now we have created a new company code TS02. So for that also chart of account details are already there. Chart of account details are already there. Now what next we have to do? We have to set up this for company code level. Company code level means then only a complete GL you can say that this is a complete GL. How you can say a complete GL? The complete GL is the combination of types of descriptions, control and create bank interest, these 3 tabs. This is a complete GL. Right now for TM01, sorry, for TM0, just double click on this one. So now for TM02, this GL number 4000 is complete GL. This is a complete GL for TM02. Okay, but for TS02, this GL, this 4000 is having only which informations? This 4000 is having just here it is 4000. So this 4000 is having what informations? Only chart of account level details are available. Where is the company code level details, right? So what is happening, guys? Company code level details means we have to copy the company code data, need to be copied. So what is happening? Let's suppose here, select this GL number 4000 and click on copy. So what is happening? The reference, this is the GL number, reference company code, and just here give a different company code, that is TS02, and press enter. So what is happening, guys? TS02 means what? The chart of account level details are already there. What is going to copy? What is going to be copied? It is going to be copied this company code level. Whatever this company code level details are there, that is going to be copied. Okay, that is going to be copied. Now save it. So now if you look at here, now go to FS00 once again and press enter, and just look at here in TS02. Now we are having only one GL. In TS, even though TS02 is also going to use the same chart of account, but still in TS02 we are having only one GL. Why? Because only one GL got copied. Okay, only one GL got copied. So now what is happening, guys? So here, if you say that you need only 50 GL, out of which we need only 50 GL. So what is happening, guys? We are going to copy only 50 GL, and generally this is not called copy, guys. This is called GL extension from one company code to other company code. In SAP language, it is called extend the GL from one company code to other company code. Likewise, customer extensions, vendor extensions. This is the technical word which is going to be used, or as in terms of SAP, we say is like we are extending the GL from one company code to other company code. So what I have done, I have extended the GL from Tata Motor to Tata Steel. How many GL I have extended? Only one GL I have extended. I have extended only one GL, right? So now the thing is, we are having 100 GLs, out of which the requirement is I need only 50 GLs. So only those 50 GLs I am going to extend, right? Whichever the required GLs are there, those GLs only I am going to extend. Now let's suppose let's suppose this Tata Motor is having 500 GL, out of which we need 450 GL, right? So then what will happen? If we need 450 GL, then 450 GL we are going to extend. But if you go for manual extension, it is going to take lots of time. Extension in the sense, if you go for manually you are going to copy one by one, it will take lots of time. So for that we are having a solution. So let me check whether, of course it will work, but long back I have done this, so I have forgotten. I think the transaction code is FS15. Let me check once, guys. Here itself I am checking. Yes, this is the transaction code. Copy general ledger account master data. So what is happening, guys? The requirement is that we are having, let's suppose, 100 GL, and out of which we need 50 GLs only for Tata Steel, right? So what is happening? Which company code? From Tata Motor, we are going to copy. Target company code is TS02. Okay, target company code is TS02. And here, how many GL need to be copied? How many GL need to be copied? So look at here, there are lots of GL account, right? Several GL accounts are there. Out of these all GLs, how many GLs we need? How many GLs we needed, right? So first of all, you just do one thing. We'll do one thing. Open one more screen and go to SE16. This is the table, and okay, now we'll do one thing. Let me check what is this. Okay, chart of account level. So take a give TCOA and execute. Give your now we are having list of all the GL accounts which is created against our chart of account TCOA. Now, so what is there, guys? Now out of these all GL, you just do one thing, just control Y. Control Y, I'm going to copy all these GLs, and let me see whether it is going to be pasted here in Excel sheet. Yes, it got pasted, right? So now what is happening, guys? Here, out of these all GLs, you just see how many GLs are not required. So look at here, this 1010, 1011, let's suppose this test GL I don't need. I don't need the test GL, right? So 1010, 1011, I don't need. We can remove it, right? Then likewise, if you say like this 4002 also I don't need. Where is 4002? We are going to remove. This 4002 also I don't need. If you say like this, this 2010 to 2013 also I don't need. So 2010 to 2013 also I'm not required. If you say that this Tata Steel is not going to use this 3010 to 3011, this 3012 is required. So 3010 to 3011 3012 is required. Now what is happening? Just look at here, and then so we have finalized that these many GL we have to extend from Tata Motor to Tata Steel. It means this is the final list. So just copy this, and here you need to give first GL, that is 1000. Give here first GL 1000, and then click on this arrow. And here what we have to do now, here somewhere, yeah, click on multiple selections, import this one, or else upload from clipboard. Yeah, we have to click on upload from clipboard. Let me check. Yes, click on upload from here on this one. Click on this one. Let's see what is the impact. All the GLs are appearing. How many GLs we have selected, guys? Total 19. Look at here, total count 19. And how many got copied here? 19 GL. Click on execute. Now what is happening, guys? Let me check, because after a long time I have done this. Let me execute. And let's see what is happening. So what is happening? This is how we are going to extend the GL from Tata Motor to Tata Steel. Okay, that file being selection 01, the name this one, no termination has been found. It means everything is fine, everything has been done, right? Session 1, name this one, no termination has been found. Okay, now what is happening, guys? It means these many GL has been copied. Just do one thing, click on update, or else let me check FS00 and lots of things. Oh my god. So guys, here one marriage is going on and lots of noise is coming here. So this is how we are going to do. This is how I'll just check in quickly. I'll check in what to say this one. Quickly I'll check where in table level SE16, SKA1, SKB1, and let me check here, because lots of noise is there. TS02, and click on execute, and let's see, only one GL is appearing. Why only one GL is appearing? /NSM35. Let me check what is happening then here. So now I think we have made a mistake, or what? Let me execute, check file only. I've removed the check mark, and then let me execute what is happening. Because I'm also forgetting the steps. So let me see. List contains no data. Source company code this one, target company code this one, transfer master data, selected accounts. Now what is happening? Let me see.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, guys, so I just paused this video to, just wanted to do some R&D so that the video will not be become lengthy and all. But the thing is like, generally nothing I have done. Simply, what is happening whenever you are going to copy more and more GL from one company to code to other company code. So in background, it is going to take some few seconds. It's going to take, right? So the moment we have copied, immediately I came to FS00 and I started checking. But it has taken few seconds to update. Now, if you use FS00, whatever procedure I have followed is 100% correct. Nothing is required. Now look at here. In TS02, all the GL accounts, whichever we wanted, only those GL accounts has appeared. Only those GL accounts has been appeared, right? These are the GL accounts which we have selected, right? Look at here, 3012, 13, 12, 13, 14, whatever the GL accounts we have selected, those GL accounts are only appearing. But if you look at for what to say, this TM02, in TM02 we are having more number of GL. So now what is the requirement? The requirement was that, let's suppose if we need only 50 GL. So what will happen, guys? Of course, no issues. If you need only 50 GL, then you just extend 50 GL itself, right? If you need only 50 GL, you extend only 50 GL. Okay, you can extend only 50 GL. And if you need to create any additional GL, then that can be created. If you need to create any additional GL, then that can be created. Let's suppose you have to create an additional GL. What is the additional GL, guys? Here, let me do one thing. Let me close this. Okay, there are certain particular GL which can be created for Tata Motor only. The Tata Motor is going to use. Might be in future can be used by Tata Steel or other company codes. So what is happening if you have to set up any GL for let's suppose this Tata Steel. Okay, the GL again something test ABC, right? The GL we are going to create. So whichever number ranges has been used, whichever the number ranges has been used, that same number range we cannot use. Why not to make this testing here itself? Look at here, in Tata Motor we are having a GL number 1010, right? So if you click on create button and give GL number 1010 and press enter. If you press enter, then what is happening? This GL already has been set up. This GL already has been set up at chart of account level, guys. So only these many details will appear. If you click on control data, it is blank. If you click on create bank interest, it is blank. You can give a different informations in these two fields. Okay, so 1010 GL is already set up. What we can do, you can change the name, and you can change the company code details. Or else if you want to create a separate GL, then see the number range which is unused, like 10, 11 is there. So you just click on create button and create a GL number 1013, 1014, right? Those can be used by Tata Motor. So what will happen, guys? These all decisions are taken by client. These people will have Excel sheet. They knows like how many GL accounts we have set up at like entire globe, in the sense for our entire group organizations, out of which how many are being used by Tata Motor, how many is being used by Tata Steel, how many are being used by combined for all company codes and all. isn't it? So the client is going to let you know that how many GLs need to be extended, how many new GLs are going to be set up, right? So here, this is how it is going to work. This is how it is going to work, in the sense like, if you have against this startup account, we are having 100 GLs, out of which if you want to use only 50, then you need to extend only 50. Okay, you need to extend only 50, and remaining a different GL, if you need to create, that can be created additionally. That can be created additionally. So this is how it is going to work out, guys. This is how it is going to happen. Even from this, lots of questions can be derived. Lots of questions might be coming in your mind. But in this session, again, in single session, it is not possible to cover each and everything. So if you guys are having anything, we'll cover in next session. Okay. So, and guys, already whoever my students are there, already certain questions related to this I have already listed out in this interview question and answer. You just go through that, you'll be finding those questions. Okay, whichever the interview question and answer I have shared to you people, in that certain questions I have already derived, and I have recorded that questions. So hopefully those question and answers will be there with you guys. Okay, that video which I have shared. So take it, guys, this is all about the logic. Actually, this is particularly the query was raised by one of my students. So I thought, let me record a video, and that is going to be helpful for remaining of my students also. So okay, guys, so that's all in this session, and wish you all a very happy new year in advance, guys. So bye bye, have a good day.